second day of GEARMAS, my true love gave to me. What's up, guys? My name's Thor, and here on this channel we talk about all things backpacking, gear, tips and tricks, trip videos. If any of that sounds like it's interesting to you, please consider subscribing to the channel. And as you can tell, today is day 2 of the Christmas special, the 12 days of GEARMAS. And the gift for today is something that you may not think of right off of the bat. I think automatically our brains go to tents, sleeping bags, backpacks, and all of the fun stuff of backpacking. But to truly appreciate this gift on day 2 of GEARMAS, you've got to be a backpacker. What we're talking about today is the MSR mini groundhog tent stake. That may sound silly to have a whole video dedicated to one tent stake, but it's really not, because this piece of gear can make the difference in your tent holding up in a storm and not. Because there are other tent stakes out there that don't hold as well as other stakes. And so it's very important that you know that there are options for stakes. And after testing all different kinds, I've tested the DAC aluminum ones that come with the Big Agnes tents. I've tested titanium Shepard hook tents or stakes, the new I-beam ones from Big Agnes. And after testing all of those, I have found that the MSR Groundhog Mini are my favorite option for tent stakes for either my tarp shelters or my tents. The MSR Groundhog Mini is made out of a 7000 series aluminum. That's just something that I think that MSR has coined themselves, the 7000 series. If you know what that is, let me know, but I have no idea. But basically, it's an aluminum tent stake. Let's talk about weight. One mini MSR Groundhog weighs 0.35 ounces or about 9 grams. Now that's super lightweight. Can you get lighter? Yes, there are tent stakes that are lighter, like a Shepard's hook titanium stake. For now, we're just talking about this one. When you buy these, they come in a set of 6, whether you're buying them directly from MSR, you're buying them on Amazon, Backcountry, wherever you choose to buy your backpacking gear. All 6 together weigh about 2.1 ounces or 59 grams, give or take a couple grams depending on the batch that you get. But basically it's 2 ounces for a set of 6, which for most tents gives you enough to stake out 4 corners and 2 vestibules. Now I choose to take a few more stakes, and I have a combination of stakes. For example, on my Dan Durston X-Mid 2, I use 4 MSR mini groundhogs, and I bring 4 to 5 more Shepard's hook titanium stakes for extra guy out points. That's just the way that I do it. Not to say that that's the only way to do it or that's the way you should do it, but that's just kind of what I've been doing with my new Dan Durston tent. Now let's talk about price. These are actually really affordable tent stakes. For a set of 6, it's $19.95 on Amazon. That's just where I usually buy everything, because I like their shipping. $20 for 6 of them. That's pretty good. I would like to now do a small comparison between the MSR Groundhog and the titanium Shepard hooks. These happen to come from my Dan Durston X-Mid 2 tent. They're a lot like the Tokes, and they're a lot like the other brands of titanium Shepard hooks. Very comparable weight, very comparable pricing. Now, one of these weighs 0.28 ounces. A set of 6 weighs 1.68 ounces. And these, some of them come in sets of 6 when you buy them, some of them come in sets of 4, but just for comparison on weight, 6 of these weighs 2.1 ounces. 6 of these weighs 1.68 ounces. So we're talking a difference of about 0.32 ounces difference. So you're talking less than a half an ounce difference between the MSR Groundhog and something like a Shepard's hook titanium stake. Now, why would you consider switching from something like this to this? As you can see, there's a definite difference in design. This is very smooth. Now, let's work from the bottom down. They both are pointed, duh. But the shape is significantly different. One is a very rounded off, smooth edge. The other has three different flat sides that give it a different holding capacity. Now, I don't know if there's some kind of testing out there that they do to show how much weight that one stake can hold, but I can speak to my own experience and say that these are going to hold much better because they have much more real estate that's spreading out underground, holding that tent in place. When comparing the two, tiny bit of weight difference, a couple dollar difference, but you're getting a much different stake. Okay, so the correct way to stake something out. I know that most of you probably already know this, but for some of us, there's a problem that we run into where I've seen some people that will take this stake and they'll wrap their guy line around it or their the anchor for their tent, and they'll put it straight into the ground. And this is not the correct way that you want to do it. You're going to want to take that tent stake, and instead of doing it straight up and down, you're going to want to turn it at a 45-degree angle, because when that goes into the ground this way, we'll use this as for an example, and it starts to pull tension on this, you're having all of this that's pulling up against the ground, versus if you have it like this and your tension is like this and the tension is on the stake this way, you have a chance of, number one, the guy line just slipping off the top because there's no angle to hold it on, or you're going to pull the tent stake right out because there's less tension being held against the stake in terms of the soil or the dirt or whatever is above it. So to sum up that little explanation, don't put your stake in like this, give it a little angle, and it's going to hold much better. Okay guys, that's all for this video. I know that it was a little bit silly, but I promise you, if you're a backpacker, you just get it. It's one of those things, if you get it, you get it. So the MSR groundhog is a great stake, not only for tent camping, but also if you're going ultralight and you're doing some tarp camping. It's gonna hold up, it's gonna be durable, and it's gonna be affordable. Like I said, a pack of 6 is 20 bucks, and if you are efficient in the way you're setting up and you're not going out in maybe like crazy storm conditions, 6 stakes is gonna be enough. And at about 2.1 ounces, that's pretty lightweight for 6 stakes. So I would highly recommend this stake if you're looking into replacing stakes or you're looking into just buying new ones. As I stated at the beginning of this video, this is the 12 days of GEARMAS, day number 2. If you found value in this video, please smash the like button. Please subscribe to the channel because I release videos every single week. For the next 11 days, I'll be posting a video every single day reviewing one piece of gear in a series I like to call the 12 days of GEARMAS. Happy holidays, everybody, and thanks for stopping by.